Thank you for having us here today. I know many of you are probably familiar with Tidel as we regularly attend the expo every year. Several of you use our cash payment technologies, and that includes recyclers and smart safes, for example. We're really excited. We've been working with an Asian technology company to bring a suite of new products to the United States and sort of commercialize and put the business logic around what makes sense for us here, especially in these ever-changing times and unfamiliar times. So today I'm going to cover the first product, which is highly relevant, and it is the IES 50 Intelligent Entry Scanner. It's equipped with facial recognition and a detection device designed to help organizations screen employees and visitors in an automated way. It uses facial recognition and thermography technologies. And if I could direct you to the photo on the right here of this slide, you can see that it's, in terms of design, it's a compact size, so roughly that of an iPad. It comes with a table stand, floor stand, adjustable stand, kiosk style, and can also be plugged into, stands built into turnstiles. So it was originally designed as an entry device, and we worked with our partner to modify it and also allow for it to take temperatures for tracking purposes. So it's pre-programmed, and it can be pre-programmed several ways. One is a temperature range, and then it will have both an audio and a visual notification of whether or not the temperature was taken in range. That happens from roughly could be up to 5 feet away, and easily up to 2 feet away without issue. It allows for social distancing. So unlike a thermometer, which requires you to, get in close to someone within their social distancing space, this allows a proper distance between people. The user walks up to the device, and within 1 second, it will recognize their temperature, and 300 milliseconds, it will do facial recognition. The recognition works both with, of course, or without, of course, and with a mask. It can also be programmed to put a mask reminder up to remind them to wear a mask if they're not. It communicates via Wi-Fi, Ethernet, uses standard power, and it also doesn't have to be connected at all. It can just stand completely on its own for tracking and temperature checking. It comes with an easy-use software. It can be loaded onto a local PC or a server base. Several units can be networked together within the same building or across hundreds or thousands of buildings. And it basically collects all of the data points if desired. Who you are, if it's preloaded, it will match your profile. Okay, Beth presented herself. It will take a picture of me. It will show whether or not I was granted access to enter, whether or not, or what range my temperature was in. It will give a degree of accuracy in all of these things, time, etc. And that can be exported into CSV format and stored for history or checked periodically, etc. Okay, there are several use cases for this device, and we've been working with tons of retailers and then as well as other verticals and have found so many different use cases for it. As I said, it could be used standalone as a temperature identification mode. So sometimes I've seen them propped up at like a reception or security desk on entry where a user presents themselves, but yet it's not really integrated to anything. We have clients that are integrating this into workforce management tools, which include like Kronos or time clock payroll type systems, etc. We have clients that are integrating them into security systems so that they can track, what happened and pull images from the device as needed. And then we have clients using them for physical security. So it can actually permit access and send a signal to open or allow access to a door or turnstile. And it can be based on the rules and logic that we set. And in this picture on the left, you'll see on the bottom, there's a card reader that's an RFID card reader. So it supports several formats of RFID. If you choose not to use, for example, facial recognition, or you don't want certain things tracked, it's highly customizable in how and where you want to use it. There are actually hundreds of devices flooding the market. The Washington Post put out a pretty interesting article this week that talks about the accuracy of temperature checking from cameras and etc. And so at Tidel, I think, we're known for producing quality products. We're ISO 9001 certified. We are completely focused on R&D and improving quality through technology. And that's what our team has done here. So we're proud of the device, and the accuracy rating is plus or minus 0.9. Some other things, some of the other devices that are flooding the market, they're basically, you buy them and there's no post-sale support around integration. There's limited warranty, and there's not US-based technical support. So this product's completely supported from our headquarters in Dallas. We have a multi-year warranty. And then, of course, we'll support you on your deployment options. And as I said, they could be standalone. You could do multiple device integration, or you could do enterprise. And these you can use our enterprise software, our local software, or we'll work with you in integrating to yours or a third party. So the flexibility in which we're able to help and support deployment is a key differentiator for us as well. That's it.
Great. Thanks so much, Beth. Let me just ask you, it seems like the biggest barrier here potentially to a retailer who wants to press go on this is hardware installation and kind of the time that it takes to get it out in the field. Is that accurate, or kind of what have you seen as retailers have looked to deploy this as what stands in the way, and how can folks get ready?
Yeah, so it ships to the site, and it's pretty much plug and play. It can be self-installed. It doesn't require a technician to be on site. And we're shipping in roughly 3-ish weeks is what we're running right now. And we've had no issues ordering inventory and having it in, and then, forecasting and getting additional inventory, which we know has been an issue for some of the other folks in the market.
Sure. And it sounds like you have, and you talked about facial recognition. So this is not just about temperature taking. There's broader capability here that has other uses. Can you talk a little about those use cases?
Yeah, sure. So there's several utilities. It could replace a time card, for example, and you could use that through facial recognition or through an RFID card, or it could be building access. It could go in a vestibule or in a turnstile, and you can use either facial recognition or RFID to allow access for that door, control to be open to allow someone to pass through. Those are really common other applications.
Great. Awesome. Well, that's all the questions we have here for you, Beth.